free cash. Let's talk about getting some free cash. Now, baby girl be at the house on her phone playing games, racking up points, racking up cash. You know what I mean? So if you want to get paid to play games, go ahead, hit the QR code right here on the screen, scan it, hit the link on the top of this comment section or the link in my community tab and get paid to play games. You know what I'm saying?
Swear to God, we going up. Swear to God, we going up like gas prices on Baytane. Tap in on tap out.
All right, keep it moving.
Let me tell you something about Munchie B, bro. That's on the damn music. Cub went to Washington homecoming and was in the stands and walked out that motherfucker and nothing happened to Cub.
What are you talking? We run LA. You sound like a rapper. We run LA. Man, shut up.
Cub was pulling up. Nigga, he was the only niggas coming through the hundreds. He was the only niggas coming through our stars.
Munchie B used to get wild before he lost his eyesight.
Oh, he played a lot of ball. He's definitely a general from over there, I can say that.
Wait, what?
What?
Nigga, I ain't stuck.
Short.
Shout out to Inglewood.
Yeah, Inglewood.
That's my family.
Brothers.
Inglewood family was good. You know if I'm in the gang, I'm in the Bloods. I'm a Inglewood family.
What you crib?
The irony.
Yeah. No, I'm a blood, bro.
Oh, your blood?
Yeah, I'm from Inglewood.
Okay. Munchie B, lefty gunplay loco.
Hey, Munchie B ain't more family gangsters. Munchie B, I'm with all of them. I'm subscribed. I'm watching all the niggas up there. Munchie B, what it do?
Yo, it's Morals Over Money. I'm back in the mayor's office, and we got Jess West in the building.
What's going on, Munchie B?
Got you over here finally.
I am so honored to be here. That intro was fire.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's talk about this for a second. The set looks wonderful. You look good, brother. That intro was crazy. I didn't know you was popping it like that.
Big popping it. I got to revise it, right, because it was a small part in there, and somebody threw me some copyright claims because they didn't like how they was how they look.
How they look in the image.
Yeah,
it happens in media.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, so I had to remove it, so I'm gonna revise it and come new or whatever.
But can I tell you something? When I see that kind of intro, it makes me see that you have the respect of the people. It makes me see that you are a little bit bigger than the program that people might put on a little bit.
That part.
So I love that, and I love when people aren't flashy about it, because when you know you the shit, you don't got to be flashy about it.
Oh no, hell no,
Period.
No, you gotta let it speak for itself. For sure.
So I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
And we did it up on the Tuesday show.
And we did our big one. I was so excited to be
Cause
there.
I'll be telling Adam, we need you more over there. It'll be that female energy. You know what I'm saying?
Munchie, I had such like an interesting dynamic and love story with No Jumper. I've been such a huge fan since the pandemic when it first started, and I just really love the culture and what Adam has done to the platform. To me, it's a huge stepping stone. If you get media and you know how to utilize that platform, the sky's the limit for you. If you take shit too personal, you don't understand media, you get offended, you get in your feelings, you don't create your own podcast after or utilize it, like you're cooked.
Right. You got to be thick-skinned.
Definitely.
And you should be building your own platform while being on that platform.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't, you in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna say in trouble. You making a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Yeah. So I was honored when Adam said, Jess, we're going to get you on the Tuesday show. I knew it was a big honor because that's like the boys club. You know what I mean? You guys are on there. It's the biggest show on No Jumper. And, the week before I did the Friday show with you guys and I kind of filled in for Adam. So it feels really good to be in this space where I'm kind of getting my respect from No Jumper. Yeah, I've been a guest host on the news, but that's kind of Josh's thing. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm moving into this like Adam 22 era, if that makes sense.
Okay, so I know you do it up big on TikTok.
Yeah.
How many followers you got on there? Because I'm gonna need some help with my TikToks.
I've had, like I mentioned to you guys yesterday, I've had about 4 different pages. My first page had millions. I had a page at 1.2 million. My last page I got deleted. The last one that I just had 120,000. And it just got taken away again, too.
Why is your page just getting somebody hating on you?
I think it's remember I was telling you guys that I was kind of involved in the Blueface and the circus, and the stuff I would cover was very controversial. So we would get our page snatched a lot. And it just, I want to let people know that is not the end all be all. About 2 years ago, followers meant so many things, but we are in this kind of new era where it's more about engagement. The analytics are looking at who's studied your page, who's sharing, who's liking. I've been booked more with my little followers now that I have previously than when I had the 1.2 million. It's your work ethic, it's your grind, it's about who you know. The followers don't matter no more. at all.
Especially with all these blue checks,
Yeah, exactly.
fake blue checks. I'm saying.
Exactly. So I think with anything like, media, internet, everything has its time and place. Like I said, 2 years ago, it was very prominent. If you had 1 million followers, you can have a content creator career. You can start making money on your page. You can get monetized. Brands now want the common folk. Brands would rather have a regular person do a Dr. Pepper commercial than a celebrity do a Dr. Pepper commercial, because we're the voice of the people. It's the generation of the people now, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you was talking about the circus yesterday,
Yeah.
and I wasn't real familiar with her, but her name, what's her name? Bonnie
Lachey, yeah. That's
Bonnie-
my cousin.
Oh, that's her cousin.
That's my baby cousin.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she was on Blue Girls Club early
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Okay,
Crazy.
and her and Chrisean don't got the best relationship, of course, right?
No. Yeah, so really funny. I started my career in media. I graduated film school. I used to, when I was in film school, I would rent the equipment out and I would go down to Venice Beach. I'd go to Inglewood. I'd go to Compton, and I would shoot local hood videos for like the homies. I did Nipsey Hussle, Disco Boogie. I'm a little old. I'm an old hoe. Okay, I've been around for a minute.
Oh, Disco, rest in peace.
Yes, that was my
Okay.
brother. So
Yeah.
I would do that. That was my first kind of hustle. I graduated film school. Right out of film school, I worked for HBO. I worked for X Games. I had a really big job at HBO, and then I started working in news. My ex, as I mentioned to you before, went to the NFL. I started managing him. So I kind of stepped away from my own career. As of 2 years ago, my cousin Bonnie Lachey, as you mentioned, was signed to Blueface. She was on the Blueface house. She had this major success with Blueface and Chrisean. Blueface ended up signing her and Chrisean after the show, and they started, blowing up. They were all over TikTok, and this is kind of during the pandemic, so it was wild. So she ends up leaving the situation. I'm doing my own thing, and I noticed Chrisean is and Blueface are everywhere, and I call her and I go, girl, where are you? You were just a part of the whole Blueface house. She goes, I had to leave. Blueface and Chrisean were being weird. Like, I think they like each other. They were treating me different. And she was like, Blueface just wanted me to leave my house in San Diego. Like, she had her own condo in San Diego, and Blueface told her, fuck that shit, you live here now. And I'm like, no, you have obligations, you have rent, you have bills, you can't just leave your house. So she ends up leaving the situation. She was so depressed, she couldn't get back in once she left. So when I noticed that she wanted to get back in the limelight, I said, let me manage you. How hard can you be? I manage NFL players, let me help you. Do you get it? And I started managing her 2 years ago. And
But I can imagine NFL, that's a different lane than like influencers.
Yeah, but I mean, I've worked in media for almost 15 something years. I've worked in marketing and media. I've worked at Channel 10 in San Diego for over 10 years. I mean, my marketing and my strategy is so A1. I understand probably the internet and marketing more than anybody does. That's why I kind of like have a really thick skin and I'm not offended by a lot of things. I actually feed into it. It's like media and entertainment industry is a double-edged sword. Like, the good comes with the bad, and the bad actually is better than the good. And once that really clicks to you, like, you're going to take off and soar.
All right, so yesterday,
Yeah.
right? Because you introduced something to me I didn't know nothing about. Well, no. I was hearing about the whole thing with Chrisean and Ronnie, right?
Yes.
But then I heard about it like 2 days ago because somebody posted something about like they investigating this.
Yes.
But you said they reached out to you, the law.
The Maryland Police Department reached out to me. Yeah, they did. It's crazy. You know, Munchie, like about a year ago when Ronnie had first passed, we kept trying to get his story out in the media. I covered his story extensively, and I took a lot of hits for it. Nobody believed me. I remember when I was on Brick Baby Show, when he was out before he was in jail, I was trying to explain to him and Barry Gordy that Chrisean and him were lying just for a narrative, and they were cutting me off on the podcast. They were like, why would Blueface make that up? Why would Blueface pretend like it, they
Make what
could,
up? 'Cause
like
you-
that the baby was his? Like, lie about it. Like, they couldn't even grasp the concept.
Hey, hold on, let me ask you something. Because
Yeah.
did they ever get a test? Blueface.
It
and
was
Chrisean?
fake. Blueface has came out and told everybody that the test was fake. It
was a fake positive.
Yeah, they only did it because it went with the narrative of Zeus. Nobody believed us when we used to tell people that. And then Blueface finally, he did it about 2 months ago. He came out and he told everyone, he said, the baby was never mine. Me and Chrisean faked it because it went with the storyline for Zeus. And we, at that time, we were in the height of our career. We were making so much money. Blueface said him and Chrisean were getting paid $200K an appearance when they were all over TMZ. $200K an appearance. So can you imagine how much their bag was for Zeus for that reality show? If you're getting $200K an appearance.
So why? So am I tripping, or is he back saying that that's his baby?
Yeah, he started back saying again, but then last night he literally told everyone that he didn't say it, that Chrisean wrote it on his page. He's like, this was the thing about Blueface you have to understand.
what's wrong
He's
with
a
bro?
marketing genius. He's just going to play you guys. He knows that keeping you guys dangling and guessing is way better than ever telling you guys the truth. He's actually very smart at marketing.
So he just dragging it out.
He just drags it out, and everyone falls for it and eats it up. And I just think it's so hilarious because, like, us in the background who know him and know his marketing strategy, because we were a part of the Blueface house. My cousin was. We know all the games. We know all the tricks. Like, he low key kind of mentored us and helped us with stuff. So it trips us out that like the internet still thinks a lot of this stuff is real. It's like it's funny to us for sure.
But it's getting serious now because they trying to put, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
this theory about Chrisean being behind Ronnie unaliving.
Yeah.
When the whole time Blueface and her playing games with
Yeah. The
With,
paternity of the
paternity.
child. Yeah, it's wild. It's kind of unbelievable. I'm so, as of this morning, Trap Lord Ross did a video of it. Poetic Flacco, DJ Academics, TMZ dropped the story this morning about it. These major outlets are now picking up. We talked about it on No Jumper last night with Adam 22. Like I said, a year ago, people would side-eye me when I would tell them the stuff about Ronnie. And I'm just so shocked that we are here a year later and all these major outlets are like, hey, something's wrong. Something's happening. There's a story here. Like, Chrisean may have had something to do with this. It just, I'm happy we're finally here because I truly believe from my insight with Ronnie that she did.
I don't think so, cause I already but that will weaken the because if Chrisean know damn well they ain't Blueface baby and Blueface know too, why would she be fighting even? You know what I'm saying? The Ronnie actually being a father, why she just wouldn't tell him like, man, we doing business right here, just keep it low. We know this our baby, right?
I think he was telling a bunch of secrets. I think Ronnie was trying to blow up the whole spot. He was like a scorned man. He was trying to tell secrets. Like I told you guys on No Jumper, he was trying to tell her family secrets, tell a bunch of stuff. And I think Chrisean, you got to remember, Chrisean comes from a mother and a father who were addicted on drugs. There's 13 brothers and sisters. She grew up in poverty. Ronnie would tell me that he basically raised Chrisean. He said in high school, she lived with him and his family. And when you mentioned yesterday that Tasiki had said that, oh, I raised Ronnie, I fed him. I didn't correct you, but I actually talked to Ronnie's family about that, and they said they don't know Tasiki, and Ronnie has never stayed with her or met her or anything like that when I talked to the family. So I just like want you to be aware of like when people get on podcasts and they say certain things, like it's not necessarily always true, you know? I think Tasiki just kind of said that to save face or kind of sound sympathetic on Jason Lee's podcast, but Ronnie has a good family. If anything, Chrisean and her siblings stayed with them.
That's what the girl said. Ronnie got a good family.
Yeah.
They like baby him because he's like one of the only men in the family, aunties, sisters, like, you feel me?
Yeah, definitely. So I just think I think Chrisean doesn't have stability or any guidance, and I think fame is a hell of a drug, Munchie. It's not easy to be we gotta remember how old Chrisean was in the height of her fame. She was like 21, dealing with Blueface, all this fame, the pressures of WAC 100 and the team and the media, and her fan base is huge, making all this money. That's not an easy task, and I'm not gonna pretend like for a second it is. You know, I have sympathy for the girl, but also all I can go from is what my friend told me, who I was helping. He didn't say, Jess, I'm in the streets, niggas is trying to get me. He said, Jess, Chrisean's family is threatening me. Then he ends up dead. So what else am I supposed to think?
So he is he a street type dude?
I don't think so. I told you he had a government job. I mean, do I really know? Was he doing anything? No. I live in California. He lives in Maryland. Do I really know? I was helping him virtually manage his career. I don't really know, and I'm not going to pretend like, you know, I really know everything. I'd be lying to you if I said that, you know?
Right.
If I could keep it a buck with you. But, you know, he reminded me of Bonnie. Bonnie stepped away from the Blueface house. She was kind of dealt an unfair hand in the Blueface house, right? And so I kind of
Because he caught feelings?
Yeah, I kind of felt like Ronnie had a similar thing with Bonnie, and we were just about to make Bonnie and Ronnie start dating, and it was going to be Chrisean's ex and Blueface ex. They were working on a song together. Like had plans to collaborate with Ronnie in that capacity. Do you get it? So that's what I'm saying. We were getting really close with him. Like I mentioned on No Jumper, I had flown him out to Vegas. Like we was really about to start like collaborating with him. So I just, like I said, I never thought anything like that would happen. I still don't know what really happened. I hope to God Chrisean had nothing to do with it. That is so psycho if she really did that to protect the paternity of her child. But I just pray that it gets solved, whoever did it. You know, I'm not wishing bad on her family, but I just wish his family gets the peace and the justice they deserve.
Yeah, I don't know that. I thought she was really leaning on keeping Blueface in hopes that was his baby. but they both know it ain't. I'm like, okay, so maybe what?
But Munchie Blueface went along with the lie for years. It wasn't until he got out of jail, start streaming, had all these relationships with all these other women, got Nevaeh pregnant. It took him he was in jail for 2 years. It took him almost 3 years to come out and finally admit that wasn't the baby. Blueface, if it would have made him money, he would have kept on along with the narrative. I think he started making money by streaming. DDG hooked him up with a bunch of different stuff. He started seeing that he didn't need Chrisean. I think maybe Blueface got insecure. He realized that when he got with Chrisean, they were making a lot of money, and he probably was like, I need this girl. But when he got out of jail, I think he realized he can kind of have the circus on his own. He hooked up with Stunner Girl Hazel E. He started being the #1 streamer. It's like he probably was like, I don't really need Chrisean. You get it? And finally, Chrisean kept telling people he's a deadbeat dad, and he just finally said, y'all, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's not my baby. I was lying to go along with the narrative on Zeus. And he's like, she ain't gonna keep playing me saying I'm a deadbeat dad. Y'all know damn well that baby don't look like me, and that's not my child. And I'm like, thank you. I've been saying this for 3 years.
All right, so what would you say to people that say that you got some type of gripe or vendetta against her? Because I ran across that in the comment, like, that you got some personal.
Yeah, we have a deep history. I mean, when we were, like I said, when we kind of used the whole Blueface thing to, like, up our careers, there's sides. There's the Jaden Alexis side, there's the Blueface side, and there's the Chrisean side. I was on the Bonnie side. Obviously, Bonnie's my cousin. I'm managing her. And Bonnie and Chrisean fell out because Chrisean pointed a gun at Bonnie's son on live. It was caught on live.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
See, I'll be hearing stuff, but I don't be. All right. Did this happen in Vegas?
No, it was at the Blueface house. She was on live, and she pointed a gun at Bonnie's son, a real gun, like an AK-47, and there was a mirror behind her. She didn't know, and you could see Bonnie's son in the mirror. And everyone kept saying, what are you pointing the gun at? And then everyone told Bonnie, and oh my God, she was pointing a gun on her son. That's how they fell out. Because Bonnie's like, I don't play about my kid, and why would you ever point a gun like that at my son?
Hold on. She was pointing at the mirror, and the sun was in a reflection.
Yeah, and you could see the sun. But she was on live, and she didn't know people could see the mirror behind her. So everyone found out that she did that. So that's kind of how they found out. But they were really good friends. Blueface, when he signed both of them, he said he put them in a group called Blue Angels. They're supposed to be like sister wives. They have a bunch of songs together. He, on No Jumper, Bonnie, come get your chain. Adam was there. He like made her come to No Jumper, gave her a Blueface chain. She has a lot of music with them. She just said it started to get weird. She noticed that Chrisean and him were building a relationship, and they started to kind of box her out. You get it? He was working on songs with Chrisean, kept telling Bonnie to do certain things. And so, you know, I asked Bonnie oftentimes, like, why would you have ever left that? That's probably a 1 in a million opportunity. Some people would have never left. And then Bonnie comes from foster care. She literally was raised in foster care. She talks about this. She was molested as a child. She had a horrible foster care experience. So I think her self-worth and what she thinks about herself is, you know, wasn't high at the time. So I think when she felt a little insecurity from Blueface in that situation, I think she panicked. Instead of facing it head on or talking to Blueface or communicating, she just left the situation.
I don't know if Blueface would have been the easiest person to communicate.
I agree
on
too.
those sentimental type, you know what I'm saying?
But when I called her, when I seen Chrisean give birth on live to those million people, I called her ass so goddamn fast. I said, girl, I don't know if you know, but you got a golden ticket in your pocket. And I said, you about to cash in? And she's like, what do you mean? I said, Bonnie, you were just a part of that whole Blueface thing. Like, nah, bitch, we about to run this shit up. Do you get it? Like, we about to run it up. And right when we start working together, coincidentally, Blueface gets locked up in jail. Chrisean gets locked up. And it was like we had the floor. So we just start running.
What'd she get locked up for?
Like warrants or something. She wasn't taking care of her warrants. She went to Blueface's court date, and they picked her up at the courthouse at Blueface's court date. So we started doing hella stunts online. We started doing the most. We were up at No Jumper. Like, we were viral. We were internationally viral. It was insane. Like I told you guys on No Jumper, we sold out Milan. We sold out Switzerland. That's how viral we were. We were fucking up the internet. And it was kind of like, I think Blueface got in a fight with Soulja Boy from jail, and the judge put a gag order on him because he was talking too much behind bars, and he couldn't talk anymore. So once he couldn't talk, and it was kind of crazy because we had like Bodine, Blueface's manager, who was left in charge. He hated us. He was in the internet like, y'all making shit up. This didn't happen, da-da-da-da. And then we had Whack like on our side being like, yeah, y'all doing good. Y'all doing good. So it was like really confusing.
Hold on.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. It was like.
All right, Bodine is Blueface homie.
Slash manager.
Slash manager.
Exactly.
And Whack is one of his managers, right?
Yeah.
So whatever y'all saying, Blueface ain't really feeling it, right?
I don't know we don't know. We were getting
'Cause
two different stories.
Why would Wack be rooting that on?
I think Wack understands social media, and I think him and Bonnie, they always had a close relationship. Bonnie actually had a close relationship with Bodine too, but it just went left. Like, I think they try to intimidate us, like I mentioned on No Jumper. They were, every podcast we would go on, we'd walk in the building, they'd be like, hey, Blueface Teams just called. They said you guys are fucking lying and don't let you in the building and da-da-da-da. But, like, I don't fucking work like that. Like, if we gonna fuck some shit up online, we're about to go full force. Like, I don't walk in fear. Do you get it? So we literally were just... we went to Jade and Alexa's show, took her microphone. We were fighting her friends outside the club. I told my team to break through and to make noise, we have to go balls to the wall. So it was like a 6-month rollout of us just causing chaos.
Hey, but I'm tripping because what it sound like to me, I think Wack was rooting y'all on, and I don't think whatever he's rooting y'all on, I don't think Blueface was feeling it.
Well, I've talked to Blueface since. We're good friends, and he was like super proud of us.
Oh yeah, because he kind of desensitized. He don't really.
He was just kind of like, run it up, get your clout. That's what he told us. Like, do what you got to do. You get it? But I think whoever he left in charge, or I think which Bodine was like the worst person to leave in charge. And he just like couldn't handle us. I think maybe him threatening people and all those little side chicks that used to come out, they would email them and try to like bribe them with stuff. And the girls would kind of conform. We didn't do that. We went the total opposite and went harder. You get it? Like we were going crazy. If I show you sometimes I go back and I show people the clips and they're like, oh, fuck, we remember all that. That was you guys? I'm like, yeah, we went crazy. Because I'm just like, we're about to like do our big one. In media, like you have to cause either an emotion or a problem or something for someone to solve. The best thing you could do to get viral is create a debate. Is Bonnie fucking Blueface? Is she the side chick? Did Bonnie get the tattoo? Is Blueface buying her a BBL? You just create mass confusion. And that's what Blueface does.
Okay, what about what's baby name? Bravo.
Yeah, that's like his homeboy.
Was.
Yeah, that was Blueface's homeboy.
Was, or you think they still cool?
I think, I don't know. I feel like whenever guys fight over a girl, it's easier for the guys to get back cool. I just hosted the BET Death Row After Party, which was such an honor. It was like one of my biggest hostings, and Blueface showed up for me. I invited him, and he came through for me, and it was like such an honorable moment because it's Snoop Dogg's Death Row After Party, and I brought Blueface, and he was just like, I'm super proud of you, and he came with Creep, Creep, who could be up at No Jumper. Yeah. So it's like we're cool now. Like it's full circle. We did all that shit just to get on, but like after all said and done, like everyone's fine now. There's no more drama. They give me my respect now and actually tell me I did a really good job and they're proud of me and all this shit like that. So it's all love now. But we definitely used his ass to get on for sure. 100%. Like you think my cousin's gonna have this attachment to you and your ass is in jail and we're not about to use your name up as you do and use all these other girls up? No, we about to run that shit up.
So what's up with Bonnie now? What's she up to?
Bonnie went on the DDG show, Are You My Ball? DDG just had a love show. And she's like one of the biggest streamers now. She's doing content with Ryan Garcia, Adrian Broner. She's like a total full-time streamer now. She still makes music and stuff like that, but she's like focused on her stream. When DDG had them on the Love Show, he literally like hooked them up to be streamers. By the time she got off his show, she had like hundreds of thousands of followers.
Oh, DDG got the stimulus package.
He did. It was pretty cool. Just like I told you, he hooked Blueface up with his whole account when he got out of jail. He kind of did that for the 20 women who were on his show. But it was pretty cool. Like, it was a crazy experience. I'm proud of Bonnie. She also does fashion. Like I said, we do a lot of fashion shit behind the scenes. And she has a L'Oreal brand deal that she got after Milan, a 6-figure deal. She be dating little athletes. She got a little boo in the NFL. I ain't gonna say his name, but she good. Bonnie straight. Bonnie good. She got Airbnbs in Vegas. She's doing good.
Don't. If you don't want to, don't say it. But I was wondering who your ex was. That was.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you off camera, but we can
right.
talk about it a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you. I remember we were talking about that.
And where Bonnie? She stationed. What? Is she in Vegas or she out here?
She's in Vegas now. Yeah.
Okay, because I need to get her up here.
Like, she would love that.
Yeah. Pull up.
I love Bonnie. She has such a good heart. I'm really proud of her. Like, I was so honored to be able to help my baby cousin and to kind of like get her back where she wanted to be. It's been crazy. It's been like spiritual, for us to kind of go through this journey together and kind of like up our careers simultaneously. If it wasn't for Bonnie, I wouldn't be at No Jumper either. Because like I said, we used to come up there with Blueface and all the girls, and I met Adam and all of them through that. And it's just like,
is that when Sharp was working there?
Yeah. Well, we did it before. Blueface and Bonnie, they had all the girls up there solo. Then Blueface, Adam came to Blueface's crib and did like, a live Twitch before there was Twitch. He kind of did a vlog.
IRL.
And yeah, IRL. And then Bonnie and Sharp got really close, and Sharp had Bonnie on there like 4 times. And then the one that went super viral is when we fought Chrisean's makeup artist on Sharp's show. We hired a girl to do Bonnie's makeup, and it happened to be Chrisean's makeup artist too. We didn't know that. And Bonnie started talking shit about Chrisean on the podcast, and the bitch was in the background like talking shit during the podcast. She kept going like,
y'all really got up on her?
Yeah,
no,
but
no
they
script.
fought. It was insane. It was like 22 million views or something on No Jumper.
Who won?
Bonnie.
You ain't gotta lie. Don't be
No,
biased.
you could watch it on YouTube.
Okay,
But they didn't even really fight. But Sharp and Brick Baby and everyone ran in Mikey and broke it up. But she snatched her wig off, and the girl like tripped over the camera. But Bonnie's not no pussy.
Ooh, these wig wars be
Yeah,
crazy.
it was crazy.
Okay.
The crazy thing is that her hair was like hella pretty under the wig. She like shouldn't even have worn the wig. She had like a slick ponytail under the wig.
Hey, bro, what be up with that when females they get wigs and they don't need it, or wear
don't
wigs
know.
and it's pretty up under it like you just described?
I saw her do a live. She just said like she was on No Jumper, so she thought she needed like a glamorous hairdo. But when Bonnie snatched her wig, it actually looked better under the wig. I was confused.
Or just say her wig was fucked up.
Yeah.
It wasn't plucked. It was.
No, it was a wig beanie. That's why it went viral too. It was it was hair attached to a beanie. I swear to God. Sharp was like dying. Everyone was dying. It was the craziest thing we ever saw. Viral, baby.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of like that's kind of our story. We just kind of been doing our big one, and then like I kind of took Bonnie to a place where she needed to be, and then this last year I told her and my team like I'm really gonna focus on my career because I'm a goddamn star too, and I've done a lot for my ex and was a whole NFL wife for almost 15 plus years, and put a lot of people's career before mine. Not that I'm blaming it on my ex or anything, but, it was a good life. I loved that whole NFL life and traveling around the country and living in different places. But, like, in the back of my heart, I always, like, wanted to continue following my dreams, working in media somehow. And so I told Bonnie, like, I'm a step away. I'm your cousin. I always got you, but I'm going to follow my dreams. And ever since this last year when I decided to take my dream serious, boom, hired at the radio station. Boom, now up at No Jumper. So I'm proud of us. We're kind of doing our big one.
All right, radio station.
Yeah.
Right. So as of recently, you know what I'm saying? What Jalise didn't like the clip that came out on No Jumper.
Yes.
When you was hollering at
Yes.
Ashrick, and
Yes.
then you know what I'm saying, talking
Crazy.
about they fiasco.
Crazy.
And you just invited her to the radio station where you work at out there. Mm-hmm. And immediately after, then what?
I work at 103.1 FM. It's one of the biggest hip hop stations in Vegas. I'm the entertainment host. We had Jalique out there, and everything was fine. She was pleasant. She shared the content. And then recently, like you said, we were on No Jumper, and there was controversy about her, Josh, and Astrid. And I commented on it, and I didn't comment bad. I just kind of asked Astrid, like, what's up with you and Jalise? You guys are beefing in the media. And Jalise went in on me on live, talking about I'm the fake Wendy Williams. I'm not entertaining. Like, nobody likes me. She don't like me, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, damn, girl, like, I never said anything bad about you. But I just, like, that's not in my soul. I'm a really kind person. I see the beauty in a lot of people. Like, I just don't move like that. So I was super surprised to, like, be on Jalise's hit list now. I'm like, oh my God, I never thought she'd be like that towards me, but she don't like nobody. That's what it seems like. She don't like nobody.
So has she reached out to you after?
No,
her little
she
rant?
hasn't. She was going live and people are in the comments like, well, Jess is like the next Wendy Williams. Jess likes everybody. And she was like, if you a bitch that like everybody, something wrong with you. Not everybody get along with everybody. That's weird. I'm like, girl, yes, that is. I don't have trauma. I wasn't raped. I wasn't molested. I have my dad in my life. I get along with everybody. I'm a pretty solid, well individual, I feel like a lot of her shit comes from her. And I know a lot of girls like that in life. But, it's no sweat off my back. I wish her luck.
Her shit self-inflicted.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I feel like I always stuck up for Jalise. Like, how No Jumper was so harsh on her. I'd always try to, like, give her a little leadway. Like, even when we're in the rooms and people are talking about her, I'd be like, well, I think Jalise is talented. Well, I think this is. And I'd always just try to give her a little support. So I was very surprised to see her really talk about me because off the love I showed her. I was just like, damn, girl, you really don't like girls and you really don't like nobody.
Do Ashley even know her?
No, Ashley never even met her. It's kind of how she came after Tam. Remember, like, Tam started getting praised by everyone on No Jumper.
Right.
And Jaleese could not fucking take it. I mean, it just hurt her soul to see everyone calling Tam the queen of No Jumper. And she tried to embarrass Tam, talking about Tam's ex-husband was in her DMs. You remember that?
That wasn't true.
It wasn't true. And, you know, Tam's a little bit better of a woman than me because Tam didn't entertain that shit. But I'm about the bunk and I'm about the content. So, bitch, I will entertain it. Like, I get it. And I love to run it up. So... But I thought about it too. I'm like, should I make a video back for her? But then, fuck, Munchie, it's just like the bitch really ain't worth my time. And that's like hard for me to say because I love a good like back and forth.
But my thing is, she don't even know her. So where did she get that from? Is she getting that from Josh?
I don't know.
Is there some pillow talking going on?
I think she just like totally made it up. I think she was just jealous to see like all these new girls coming to No Jumper and her to be kind of be X'd out. We heard Adam. Adam literally said, "You are never allowed on this podcast again. You are
Right.
trash. You are a tweaker. Like you're not allowed in the building. You talk crap about me." And I think she kind of just like burned her bridge a little bit. And I think that's a hard pill to swallow because No Jumper was probably your only fucking leverage. That was the only little thing you were hanging on to. You know, do I think she can elevate and do her own thing? Of course.
You
know?
you really think that, or are you just being optimistic?
I believe in
and being positive?
anybody. I feel like if you work hard enough, but if people don't do the work in life and your attitude, the way she acts and moves is not going to get you far in the industry.
That's
I
what
can
I'm
tell you
saying.
that right now.
Sometimes you be in your own way, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what it is too. That'll be her biggest downfall. And there's a lot of talented people in this world, but their socialness and their moral compass isn't right. And so, you know, but like I said, from what we've learned about Jaleese and where she comes from, will that ever be right? Will she ever do the work? We'll never know.
She got to get out her own way.
Yeah, it seems like she had a really, really hard life. I agree with you, Munchie, on that. She got to get out her own way. Yeah. But I feel like that jealousy is like in her. I feel like that shit bruising her, you know?
Hey, I don't be on her like I could be, and she still be trying to come with me.
Yeah, she comes for a lot. That's a gang Lamneen told me too, that she tried to take his pages, and a lot of people wanted me to like go in on her so bad, but nah, I'm a spare baby girl.
You went in on the other one though, but I don't even want to say her name.
Oh, Chauncey Barbie. I don't beef with bitches with white tongues, okay? Like, I don't like that shit. You have some kind of condition and you need to get that checked out. No, I'm going to be real with you. That shit was hella funny. I really never talked about her. Like I said, I can admit when I mention someone, I live in Vegas, so when I come to No Jumper, I clip my content. I kind of know what I talk about, you know? Mm-hmm. And I had never mentioned her, and I didn't even mention her. I remember I saw you on a podcast go like, oh, all it takes is for Jess to like nod or agree with someone, and it could be up and stuck. It was never even that. Every podcast I was on, we had never mentioned her. Like she was, I think Chauncey really just like kind of saw me shining and was like, I need a piece of that. Let me get back in the No Jumper world. And she DM'd me. And I think she kind of went fishing and see if I was going to take the bait. But I told you I was looking to cuss out a bitch. So I took the bait purposely that morning. I was like in the shower. I'm like, yeah, when I get to No Jumper, I'm going to bleed that hoe.
So what she DM you and said like you had her had
yeah,
her
all
name
it
in
said
her
was it was the clip of me talking about Jaleese and Atcheret, and it said, Jessica West, I heard you were talking about me. Let me find out. Ooh. And so when I got to No Jumper, I told Lush, like, hey, you're going to have to call that fat bitch. She wants a moment, and I need a moment. So we're going to call her on the podcast. And Lush is like, no, or you said this, you did it. And I said, fuck that hoe. Call that bitch. Because, yeah.
Maybe acting like she Debo or something.
Yeah, because, like, I know, and I noticed that she was talking about you and J Hood and everybody, too. And I'm just like, it's like a Jaleese. Like, damn, girl, you got problems with everybody. But, I mean, I really never talked about her. So I really thought when I called her, she was going to be like, no, you did say this day on this podcast. Because maybe I could have forgot, you know? So I was interested to know. But she didn't have nothing to say because I never talked about her. She just wanted the moment, and I just gave it to her. But am I going to fight the fucking bitch? No. Bitch, I don't got time for your fat ass.
I think you would have been giving her too much clout.
Yeah, it would have been way too much clout for her. But, you know, it's kind of funny because we play back and forth because she had posted something crazy about DC Baby Draco. I guess he got a new girlfriend or something, and the girlfriend was, like, tagging her and cussing her out. And she tagged me in it, and I reposted it, and I put, DC Baby Draco, nobody could fuck with Chauncey Barbie but me. And she reposted it, and then she put, yeah, only Jess could cuss me out.
Oh, yeah, see? Hey, so DC Baby Draco, he chose up on something, huh?
Yeah. So I think we're good. Like, I think she gets that it was just content. You get it? Like, we
No,
was just
you gave her
fucking
what she
around.
wanted?
Yeah, I just gave her what she wanted. Yeah. Yeah, I think she is funny. You should have saw her come back for me. She did a comeback for me. That shit was hella funny.
I blocked her.
Oh, no, she did a good one. I can admit when something's funny. Like, she did a good comeback to me. I was hella laughing. I'm like, okay, bitch, I see you. You kind of funny.
Hey, look, I told Doughboy they need to do like, you know what I'm saying, the makeover thing, you feel me?
Oh yeah. So he said he tried to call me on the pod. I didn't answer. What was that about?
Cause you know, they did a live stream. They was at the pool party. He had the Levi shoes on.
Okay.
And he ain't got the best, you know what I'm saying, dress. I said, bro, Gil with Jess West, bro. She be putting it together. You know what I'm saying? Throw some boogers in your ear,
Right.
like, feel me, get you, like, you know what I'm saying? And like do a little reality, little makeover thing for you.
I would love that. I would love that. I'm so down. I like Doughboy a lot. I think he brings like this fresh energy to No Jumper. How did you like your 20v1 though? We got to talk about that, Munchie, because that was insane.
That's
like,
dope.
That was like the coolest day.
I came back when I think it's about to drop soon.
Yeah, it's gonna come out soon. But like,
And it was on a wake up. I didn't know I was supposed to do it to that morning.
yeah, the audience doesn't know. We had talked, and I told you, hey, Munchie, I'm coming in town for 20v1. You said, for who?
Right.
I said, when I looked at that, I said, is he joking? Or like, what is he talking about?
I didn't know. I was hearing about people talk about it all week.
Okay.
And then Josh text like, hey, you'll be at the building 12:30, 20 verses. I'm like, all right, for someone pull up. Who's verses? Like, you.
You,
like, me.
nigga, the fuck?
Oh,
yeah.
Adam didn't tell you? And then Adam said, Josh supposed to tell me about.
Ay.
It went cool though on everything. It went straight.
Yeah, I think I agree with Lush because, like, you know how Lush was saying, like, oh, Munchie was like, the energy was good. He was smooth with it. I think a lot of us really enjoyed, like, seeing your interaction with the ladies, having fun with them, speaking life into them. It was just cool. Sometimes you get celebrities on those 20v1s and it's very awkward, but it was just, like, all good vibes around. The girls were cool. You were cool. I loved it. Kudos to Munchie because that shit was pretty fun and fire.
Oh, some of them be kind of awkward?
Yeah, 100%. They can go so weirdly, you know, and the celebrities too. Whenever a person comes up to you to court you or date you, that is a recipe for awkwardness and disaster, you know? And some people be really mean to the girls and stuff like that. But I love how you were respectful. These ladies took time out of their day to come do a job and to support us. And it was just all fun and love. Like, it was probably the best one I've been on. It was really good energy. Really
Okay,
good energy.
so you was there for the one with Crimac and Troop?
Yep. I was there for that one. That one was so chaotic. That one was crazy.
Yeah, I gotta watch it back. I heard it was like a disaster.
That one was crazy. Troop was hella fucked up. He was so drunk. And then Crip Mac, you know, was just like irate. And Adam was hella stressed out. He couldn't even handle it. Like, he couldn't even get
I ran
through his
across that.
intro.
He was cursing niggas out.
Yeah. That clip of him cussing everyone out that went viral, me and Glamazon posted it to promote the show, and it went viral. It was insane.
Oh, Glamazon got it out for Troop. She ain't feeling Troop.
Yeah. It was so funny because when she yelled at Troop, I pushed her back in. I was like, go back, like, go back in there. But one of his friends behind, they start arguing. He gonna tell Glamazon, bitch, I'll kill you. Huh? I'll bring a bitch up here to kill you. I turned around so fast. I cussed him out so bad. Adam had to tell me to stop cussing him out. Adam's like, Jess, stop. I was like, he needs to go because you're not going to sit up here with all these beautiful women in here and tell another woman you're going to kill her. It was insane. Like, it was up on that one.
Okay, Lush did his thing. He did the host thing with the 20 verses with
Shout
me.
out Lush Uno.
So who did the host thing with them?
Adam.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Adam was traumatized, low key. That's why that day when you came in, he's like, Lush, here, you do it. No, I'm kidding. Adam had to do the verses. He was streaming for the verses. That's why he didn't do it.
Yeah, no. Lush did a good job.
He did such a good job. You guys are like a duo. That's what I was saying. Like, y'all have really good energy. But for the fans that don't know, we had some really interesting characters for you. We had like an older gal. We had twins. Like, that's crazy. So I'm excited for the fans to see it.
Yeah. It was one more in there. We say that though.
We gotta save that.
I think it's gonna drop sometime this weekend though.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what moment kind of stood out for you in that?
All of it was cool though. The twins, they counted as one.
They were crazy. They're crazy. Yeah.
The twins, no.
Hey, those little bitches were hella funny. I don't know if people know how fucking funny they were. They were like the funniest people I've ever met. Like,
which
they
ones?
were
You talking about the twins?
The twins. They were like awkwardly funny. They kept saying like the weirdest little funny shit, and I was like, and then Adam did the rain bet advertisement with them, and it was hella funny too. And I'm like, these bitches are hella from Fig, but they're so funny.
Oh yeah, they figgity.
They were figgity fig, like straight off. Like, that's what it looked like. But I mean,
no, that was cool though.
They were hella cool. Like, I think like they're funny. I love those girls. I would invite them again.
Yeah,
and you know they were not fraternal. You know when the twins look alike?
Right.
One was a little taller. So when we asked them, we're like, oh, are you fraternal or paternal? They were like, what?
Yeah, I asked them that. I'm like, then they don't know what
They
fraternal
don't
mean.
even know what it meant. I'm like, oh, you bitches is burnt.
So
I
what
love
twins
y'all.
is they just sisters or what?
I
are they
think
twins?
so. You know, people just be like, oh, we family. I don't know. But then they low-key little bit look like each other, too.
They might be steps. They might be 18 and 19.
Yo, but I'm not
20,
going to lie. I know a set of twins that look kind of, one's taller, one's shorter. They look different, and they are twins born on the same day. So that is very likely. Because it's different sacks. It could be identical twins, or it could be fraternal twins where they look totally different. We shall see.
Yeah, I think they might have been steps, like whatever.
Yeah.
30, 31, 20, 20. Like they might not even been real twins.
Yeah, but I think everyone's going to get a kick out this. They were tripping. The comments went crazy when we posted the TikTok.
Oh yeah, your TikToks go up.
Yeah.
I told you.
I got you.
Yeah.
But what you want to do with your platform? Like, what are you thinking about the TikToks? You want it to
TikTok-
grow? You want to just start doing TikToks?
I'm trying to grow it, and
Okay.
I'm trying to stream it simultaneously when I'm going live on other, you know what I'm saying, and
Got
do it
you.
on TikTok at the same time, and do it up over there, monetize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Okay.
Because I ain't too savvy with the TikTok thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Make sure you give me your TikTok information so I could take a look at it.
Right.
And I'll start coming up with some stuff for it.
Yeah,
So we can get it popping.
Hey, yeah, no. We gotta get Adam to how you
Do his marketing.
Friday show, like
Oh,
you
okay.
just quarterback it. You feel me?
Yeah, thank you.
Because it got a different vibe when it's like a girl on an A mic, and then it's the fellas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I appreciate Munchie so much, y'all. Munchie be speaking life into me and speaking love into me. Thank you, Munchie, for having my back.
for real.
Yeah.
I told him in a group chat, like, it was cool though. Oh, that was the first one too, right?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah.
Because I wonder, I'm not in the group chat, so I don't know what y'all was saying, but I did hear that Munchie was sticking up for you in the group chat. He had your back. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, Munchie B, I love you. Thank you. I'm like super excited to be here, Munchie, because like I seen different people from the platform on your podcast, and I kind of like manifested this. I'm like, one day I will be there.
Oh yeah, for sure. You already
So
know.
the fact that I'm here right now, I'm kind of like in awe a little bit. Like
Nah.
it's really an honor for me.
Nah, I rock with you. I told Ricky you was on your way up here too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I love Ricky.
Yeah, no. But what's up with the new crush, man? It seemed like my boy Lush crushing hard, right? He crush. I don't know if he just trying to get over his, his
Ain't he
ex.
crushing with everybody though? That fool be on everybody.
Yeah, a little bit, a little crushy crush.
Well, what happened, which is hella crazy, is I came in. We were doing your 20v1, and I stepped into the news, and he just like gave me a hug like he always do. Sometimes I'd be flirting with him, just like little shit. But I really got off the podcast after we were done with your 21. I'm not even joking. I had about 10 messages from different people like, yeah, we saw Lush molest you on live. Like, are you okay? Yeah, people were tripping out. They were sending in super chats to Adam like, is Jess West is getting sexually harassed by Lush? That wasn't okay. It was so cringe. And then Lush, but you know how he like it feeds into the content. He's driving home from No Jumper. He puts like a 10-page story on his page. Like, yeah, I'll fuck that bitch if I want to. Me and Jess West are just like popping it. So I thought that shit was hella funny. So I start playing into it too. Just like I said, I'm all about the content. That's one thing about me. You can never make me mad. Like, I'm gonna always run it up. Because I understand the game for sure.
Hey man, it's a little mechanism for Lush to get over his ex, bro. He,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He at the end of the pod like, I love you, baby. Talking about this new girlfriend he got. Not he just trying to get over the last. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever meet his ex?
Yeah, I met Jern.
Yeah, I met Germ too. I like Germ, and that's what I kept telling Lush. I was very confused. I didn't know if you guys were just joking or if you guys were really broken up. I never wanted to like cross boundaries with him. You get it? So even like that day when he was hugging on me and stuff, I was like this. That's why people thought he was molesting me, because I'm like this because I thought he was still with Germ. I wasn't privy to the fact that they had broken up, if that makes sense.
I think she gets a little too aggressive for him. Like he not the boyfriend that's gonna slap you and you know what I'm saying,
Right.
and curse you out. He like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
marshmallow. You know what I'm saying? I think she a little too rough around the edges for him.
I meant that what I said yesterday about I love how kind of Lush is the heartbeat of No Jumper. I feel like he has kind of grown into this magnificent staple at the platform. And I really do feel like he wasn't respected before, you know?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a lot of bullshit. I'm a big No Jumper fan. That's one thing about me. I watch every show. Like Moose Man watches every show. I'm kind of like Moose. I really am a fan of No Jumper. And I'm very honored to be at that platform.
So you paid attention to every
everything.
era.
Every era, yeah.
Right,
I've been
right.
there since the beginning. So I kind of know everything that's going on. But that, and then when Adam kept saying yesterday on the podcast, yeah, just when you were like, Rios, what's going on with you and Pun? Like, it seems like you didn't know what was going on. I know exactly what's going on with them. I know about everything. You get it?
I know exactly. You knew what was
I knew
going on,
exactly what was going on.
Out there.
Yeah, I was just like, I know all the
subject matter.
beefs. Yeah, so it's just funny perception. I think as a woman, like I was telling you kind of before we started, when you are at No Jumper, this male-dominated platform, it is not a lot of women make it there. It is very tough to be up there. It is all male. It's the boys club. It's the good old boys club. And us girls get a lot of hate. You could do the best podcast and they will still be in the comments like, fuck that bitch. That bitch is a hoe. Like, it's crazy. But you literally can't read the comments. You just have to do your big one and focus. And any of us girls that get up there, you are one in a million to be able to stand up there with all those men.
Yeah, it ain't
really
easy.
Crazy.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy at all.
It's locker room vibe.
It's probably the best training that I've ever had. But I've been in locker rooms with NFL players. I've managed NFL players. So if I can handle that, you think No Jumper's hard for me?
Who your favorite? Who your football team?
Chargers. I'm from San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, they're not with the Chargers anymore. I mean, they're not with San Diego anymore. But yeah.
If you a Dago,
my dad is a die-hard Cowboy fan.
is that right?
Yeah, he's a huge Cowboy fan. And I don't know if you know this, my dad was in the NBA too. Wendell Hayes, he played in the NBA. When my mom met him, he was already married with 3 kids. And then my mom got remarried, and then 20 years later, my dad got a divorce, my mom got a divorce, and now they've been together for 25 years.
So they link back up.
They linked back up, yeah. They always loved each other. My dad told me he'd always think about my mom, and my mom said she always thought about him, and she always was trying to figure out a way how to get back with him. It's just the stars didn't align at the time. And my mom said back when she was a girl, she was so hard. He was already married. He had this big, NBA career, and everyone was telling her to leave that married man alone and da-da-da. But my mom was like, he was my soulmate. I knew it. I knew we'd find our way back to each other.
Hey, so somebody did tell me you know about sports.
I do. Yeah. I know a lot about sports. I know about a lot about sports and AI. I used to run an AI podcast called AI Tools and Jobs, where we taught chatbox and AI. But I just know a lot about sports because I guess my dad and then, the men I date or have been in sports a lot. So it kind of just comes with the territory. It's not like I want to know about it. It's just kind of thrown in that life,
What's that woman's name? She was like the only female commentator. What's her name?
Who?
Damn, I forget her name. Her name was
Erin? Are you talking about Erin Andrews? She's a white girl?
Yeah, I think I'm talking about her.
Yeah, I think you're talking about her too. There's a lot of great women in sports right now that are leading. You know what I mean? There's a lot of great women that are in sports right now. I don't think I would necessarily be interested in doing sports reporting. That's not my interest. I'm more of like, celebrity news and entertainment and stuff. That's really, I want to do what I love in life. That's what I love, is to talk some chismosa and talk some shit and some gossip and, just do kind of my big one in my own little style for sure. But I do have a really big thing coming up. I'm going to be covering the Cowboys training camp in Oxnard. I've been invited there from the Cowboys. And then I'll also be covering the Raiders first practice also. So I'm going to be doing some future content coming up.
Okay, you everywhere like air.
I am. Yeah, I went to Seattle. Did you see my content with Seattle? I got to hold the Lombardi Trophy. I got to do some interviews with the Seahawks players. And this, what I'm saying is I'm not even like really going after these sports things. They kind of just fell in my lap from associations or different people I knew from different jobs I worked. They're like, hey, Jess, can you cover this for us? So I'm not purposely doing that. It's just those are falling in my lap, if that makes sense.
You ever get anything you got going on with the Packers, tap in with?
Is that your team?
What? Since I was like 5, 6 years old. Packers fan for sure.
What do you feel about our boy Josh Jacobs?
Oh, we stole him. We stole him from the Raiders. Yeah.
I know, you took him. Josh has been in the blogs lately for domestic violence and having a tumultuous.
Hey man, I hate that celebrities and athletes so under the
Yeah.
Like cause like if it could be minute and they blow it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
well, I'm sad for Josh Jacobs because he had a very great career at the Raiders, but it was so overshadowed by his controversy with women out there. There was a lot of controversy with different relationships and cheating allegations. And so when he got to the Packers, I'm thinking it's kind of going to die down. I seen he bought all the players on the team Rolls Royces and all kinds of stuff. And he was doing good for a minute. And then boom, the whole DV thing comes out. I'm just hoping it's not another situation where the NFL prejudges him and kicks him off the team, or they do something rash, because he's a great player and great for the franchise, if that makes sense.
If they better leave him alone. If they are, if Stephon Diggs could get back on the team, because I hear he about to get signed to somebody pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? With all the things he got going on, they need to leave him alone, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's so funny because Ricky, you know how Ricky does Ricky Pick Six? He had that sports show.
Right.
So Bonnie and her friend just got off the DDG show. And like I said, it was called Are You My Ball, which is a sports theme. So we go on that show and Ricky has them pick who their favorite player is. It's a picture of Josh Jacobs. It's a couple different players. And literally from that podcast, Josh Jacobs was in Ricky's DMs like, hey, thanks for covering me, da-da-da. It just shows you like the power of the social media and how connected we really are. Ricky had just started that podcast. He just got on No Jumper. And I just was like, that was such a cool moment for me and Ricky because I'm just like, this is so cool to have like now Josh Jacobs as following your page and a fan. So we fuck with Josh Jacobs.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, super dope.
So what you feel about Stephon Diggs and this whole fiasco he got going
on?
You think the dude Chris lying on him? Is it a money grab or what you think?
I'm going to be very honest with you when I say this. And where's the camera? Well, where's my angle? I have seen so much stuff in this industry. I have seen stuff that people wouldn't even believe. I've been roofied twice in this industry by celebrities. And I've seen Illuminati stuff. I've seen dark stuff. The level that my ex was on, you know, he was doing pretty good with his NFL career. And we saw a lot of weird stuff. And so I'm not surprised. I've met players that are bi. I've met players that are on the down low. I've met that same person in a different form like so many times. So when I hear that kind of stuff, I'm not surprised at all. I think he very well. There's a lot of guys in the NFL that are gay or down low that just can't come out about it because of the stigma of being a gay player in the NFL. It's not warranted.
Yeah, it might become a locker room problem.
Yeah, you know 100%. Who was that guy that we had? He played for Missouri, Sam. You know what I'm talking about? He was the first openly player.
Yeah, and after he came out.
He didn't have his career after that.
Right.
He tried to be buck and be brave and never played again.
Yeah, he should have kept that to himself.
He should have kept that to himself. And that just tells us the society's not ready to accept that yet. If you are going to be in that kind of format, it's like, I hate to say it, but you have to keep your private life very private. So there's some people that are like super, how do I say this? Like, they see no sexuality. There's people who are like, I'm gay, I'm straight, I'm this. And then there's people that are just here to fucking go balls to the wall and like fuck up earth. They don't give a fuck if you're a rabbit, a dog, a cat, a boy, a girl. Sex is sex to them, and they are just like so openly fluid and free. So Stephon kind of reminds me of that type of guy. It's like he likes girls, he likes guys, and he kind of just wants what he wants.
Hypersexual?
I don't necessarily know if it's hypersexual. Well, yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. It's their sex drive is like on a million. We can't even understand it. They think about it 24/7. They have to have it. They have to do it. And most of us don't have that genetic trait, and so we never really resonate with that. But there are people that do. But we see from like the Epstein files and Diddy's that a lot of this secret society and this stuff that is so taboo does go on in the media. We see all these crazy stories that have happened, and so it's like this stuff really does go on. As bad as it is, we don't want to admit it, but Hollywood is evil. It's a predatorial industry. It's not for the weak, and it's not meant to be your friend. Only the strong survive in this industry. You have to be very, very tough to get through this. Because they're going to come for you, for sure.
All right. And lastly, back to when I heard that you may or may not just have a personal grudge against Chrisean.
Okay.
Okay. Was you the first to say this, or this was already a thing about discharging her pennies?
That was Bonnie. Because Bonnie lived with her.
Oh.
Yeah, Bonnie said that.
Oh.
Yeah. Bonnie said that she used to use her clothes because Chrisean, I told you, didn't come from a lot. So Bonnie said when she got to the Blueface house, Chrisean had one little tiny, like not even a backpack. She said she had like a grocery bag full of clothes. So Bonnie said she'd give her underwear, she'd give her eyelashes, she looked out for her. They were really close. And you know, when Chrisean first came out, I fucked with Chrisean. I really liked her, and I loved how she was different. I love how her little tooth became missing. And I think,
man, you didn't love that shit.
No, I did. I thought it was unique because whatever time in history did a rapper claim a girl with no tooth? Like, that was kind of unheard of. So I thought once Blueface started claiming her and she was kind of making her way, then she was on that first season of Baddies where she beat that bitch up in the sink. You know what I'm talking about? Right. She went viral. I was like, I really like her. It really wasn't until like me and Bonnie had to pop out and self-preserve our own career that we were forced to go against Chrisean for media's sake. It was never personal. Do you get it? It was just for clout and content and to up our career. And then Bonnie and her start beefing online. So we just kind of rode with it. There was never anything personal with me. It was all content. But until I started managing Ronnie, and then Ronnie passed away, and I have this connection with his death to her. That was my only issue. I never hated her. I don't wish bad on the girl, but like I said, I was told she had something to do with it.
When's the last time you talked to her?
Chrisean?
Mm-hmm. A long time ago?
Back when they're in the Blueface house.
Oh, it's been a minute.
I haven't talked to her, since then. But I just was with Blueface 2 weeks ago. I just seen him and was with him. But yeah, I mean, I love Blueface. I'm really proud of him too. He's crazy. I just think it's crazy. I'm a fan too. I'm a fan to the game. I watch the shit. You know, when I be creating my plays, I be thinking like, what would I want to watch as a critic? If I'm a viewer and I'm watching the screen, like, what would I want to see? You know, that's how we create virability in marketing. So it's just like you have to think of it from that point of view. Like if I'm watching a show, I don't want to see no boring ass shit, people skipping in the fields. Like I want to see drama. I want to see people cheating. I want to see messy. I want to see that's going to keep me locked in. That's why we watch entertainment. So when I say Blueface has mastered that, and some of us get media, some of us really understand it and we know how to play
Did
the
he
game.
master it or he just being himself?
I think he mastered it. He knows how to make money off of it. That would be a marketing genius, is when you are financially profiting off of your stunts. Now, if you're just doing this shit and not making an ounce of money, then you're a boo-boo the fool. You're doing it for nothing. But he's successful. He's making money for sure off of all the stunts. 100%. And as long as people the internet is all perception. It's so easy to trick people. That's why we're able to make so much money off of people.
That's why I
because
said last night.
it's so
like,
easy.
People like the narrative that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's so crazy.
You could take a sound bite of this, 10 seconds or something you said, and just completely spinning. You know?
Yeah, like they really think me and Lush are like fucking. They really think me and Chauncey Barbie are beefing. Like they everything, and I'm just like, okay, I love it. Like, yeah, fucking rock and roll, you know. So it's been crazy, but I love this industry. I always knew I was gonna like be in media and do some. I don't know where the wind's gonna blow me next. Like I said, I just got out of this long relationship, and I'm kind of on this like new journey in life, you know. I'm really proud to be at the radio station, one of the biggest ones. I'm really proud to be at one of the biggest hip hop platforms in the world, Not No Jumper. So, brother, I'm just along for the ride. You feel me?
Yeah, it sounds like you're enjoying everything.
I am. I'm so blessed. I have so much gratitude because I really know people wake up and like pray to do what I'm doing. And I really enjoy all this. It's like super fun. For sure.
Hey, no, you master putting things together behind the scenes though, because you was a big part of the 20 verses I got going.
Yeah,
you know
thank you. I produced most of it and brought
Right.
all the girls for both of it.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no. Good
I got
looking
No
out.
Jumpers back. Josh knows if he needs anything, he could call me. And I really like honestly, Munchie, it did play in my favor. Me not living in LA and just popping in like every so often. I think I didn't have a lot of pressure that Jaleese and Tam had. You know, I feel like they kind of were there every day and it was a lot. I kind of just would call Josh, hey, I'm coming to LA. Can I come into the news? He'd be like, yeah, Jess, you know? So it's just kind of the way I've been able to kind of play chess and maneuver my little ass up in there has been kind of interesting, if that makes sense.
Hey, that Friday, that wasn't the first time I was on pod with you.
No, we potted before together.
Yeah, I had to think about that because I ended up using your voice in a diss song.
Oh, did you? What did I say in it?
You was-
Ooh, that's
we-
hot.
we was
Maybach
talking-
music.
What's up? The baby runner dude. That was like Lush was glazing. I'm talking about he the dopest. I'm like, you was like, you didn't know who he was. You like, oh, baby runner. From you said from some. Basically, I'm like, using nobody know you. I use your voice right there. I'm gonna send it to you.
I love that. Oh my God, I want to be a Maybach music girl.
No, you got the voice. You got the
Yeah.
radio voice. All that's what Adam is fixed on. Like you kind of like you do sound like you fresh off the radio.
Yeah,
for sure.
I am. I literally.
You organizing your brain like how you went like you like Rios, J Hood. All right, boom. Then you went from J Hood, Munchie, do boom. Then you like you could tell like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing though.
I didn't think it was bad either, but it's just he's so stuck in his ways, and it's supposed to be a cool BMX bikers, homeboys just chopping it up, and he's used to certain things. So I respect it. I get what he was saying, and like I said, I'm not offended. Like I want to be made into a great podcaster, and so I'm here to take his criticism. But was my way wrong? No. A lot of people enjoyed it. A lot of people are like, we kind of need that, and that was interesting. And I think Adam admitted that. He said, yeah, it was kind of weird to me, but I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people did like it.
Everything.
Kind of how you did it, yeah. And I think you're right about that. I didn't make people feel uncomfortable. It wasn't like someone else asking them. I think I did it in a tasteful manner.
No.
Yeah.
No. I think he gets used to what he used to.
Yeah.
That's all.
I could have went harder for sure. I was about to bleed J Hood. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm playing. I love J Hood. He's so cute.
Hey, you ain't been hearing They been using my voice with the sound bite with it, man. He paid $2,500 for the box.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. That's crazy. What do you think about that?
I know he hated.
You think so?
What? The Poetic Federal?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop calling him that because he like the police shit. I'm gonna have to come with something. He freaky.
You know what's so crazy? When we did the No Jumper host competition, the first one, I was a contestant, right? I made number 16. I got out at 16 out of 60 people. Tam was there, Moose Man was there, we were all there. Ricky beat us. Ricky was the winner. Poetic Flacco was there. He really advocated for me. And then like halfway through the competition, Flacco left and Ant came in and Hellcat came in. They were switching out the hosts, you know, to judge us. And after that, me and Tam had to riz up Hellcat. And like, that's how I got out the competition. It was Hellcat was like, Adam goes, riz up Hellcat. And then I was being nasty. I was like saying a bunch of little fucking dykey shit to her. And then Tam was like, you need a classy girl. Da-da-da-da. Like, I was for sure being a hoe. And Tam was like, so classy. And then Hellcat goes, you know what? I think I want a classy girl this time. And then they're like, you're out, Jess. And I was like, oh, but Flacco in the beginning, he really did advocate for me. And then like he left and I just didn't know what happened to him. And then I'm just so surprised to see him like out of town doing all these videos and all this stuff. I thought we were going to see him back. But after all this stuff happening, I don't think he's ever going to come back to LA. I mean, can you after all that you've done?
I don't know.
It shit is crazy to me. I don't think in media we have ever seen this kind of brashness, braveness, someone mocking a culture or mocking something like that. I'm just like in awe of it, watching it all play out. I mean, what do you really think about that?
It got lawsuit written all over it. Because he said a lot of defamatory things and slander. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't say Munchie B got this person unalived, and I ain't never been charged for nothing like that. Right. What if my safety is in danger 100%. After you saying something like that? You know what I'm saying?
Munchie, how do you go from him getting you on the podcast and advocating for you as he did me to where you are now? How does that even happen?
He fake. That's how it happened. Cause for one, you can't dislike gang members or street people that bad because you go after us. You sought me out.
Exactly. I mean? That's why I'm like mind blown of how this played out.
I thought for a minute that he was just like misinformed and he didn't understand things. So when people want to knock his head off, I put him in the same room with them people and like Cartoon 5-3, you know, he an older crib man, you know what I'm saying? And like it was hollering at him and trying to get him to understand different things about like gang intervention and prevention. Why they'd pay a gangbanger to do this the same way they'll pay a smoker to run NA or an ex-alcoholic to run AA. But I thought that he was just didn't understand, but he was just really just being ignorant the whole time and planning, like, you know what I'm saying? Trolling the whole time, trolling the situation. I'm like, oh, he not genuine about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I understand.
But, no, and he just bush and he's a liar. Like he didn't sit down and told him about unalivings and shit. Like you just be making up shit.
When's the last time you have spoken to him?
On one of these podcasts when somebody call him.
Oh, okay, like that, but not a personal like behind the scenes. Nothing like that.
No. The last time was probably like when we was in person or something.
Yeah, my dad, he totally told me the other day, he's tripped out. He's like, I really don't understand how like you guys have people at No Jumper who don't get along in beef but are scheduled the same week as the podcast, because he knows about Brick Baby Whack and you know how Whack's on the show Thursdays and Brick would do this show and then everyone's in passing, but then there's these segregated beefs of people that don't get along but we are able to still coexist in the same building. It's really mind-boggling to a lot of people.
As far as me, I don't beef with nobody. I hate Whack though. Other than that, that's the only person here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, Whack don't want to do nothing with nobody, man. He just because you ugly don't make you tough. You know what I'm saying? Ugly. No, for real. Just because you got dents and shit in your face don't make you a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't worried about Whack, man. Whack scared of his own shadow, man.
And you've never like had a run-in either up there?
Well, Whack?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking. That's what Brick told me too. When I did Brick's show, Brick said we never see each other.
I ain't never been in 5 feet of that man ever in my life.
That's crazy.
But the tough guy he be with all the time, I be seeing him.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen him like around because he's still able to come around amongst the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
You have really grown into like this prominent figure at No Jumper. When we see the chat or when you had stepped away for a little bit, people were going crazy online. I told you I did a video about you and Spody because Adam had the divorce came out on TMZ. The news was going crazy. Then the very next day, you announced that you were stepping away. Spody announced. So it was, the blogs were everywhere. People were hitting me up. And I did a video kind of explaining you and Spody's situation. And it was going crazy. But people were in my DMs like, we love Munchie B. And I never really seen that about a host. I'm like, oh, they fuck with Munchie. Well, I'm not going to say that. Brick too. Brick gets a lot of love like you
Brick,
too.
for real.
You guys really have a special like connection to the people. So when you are telling me like, hey Jess, I want help with my TikTok, I want to do stuff, I really am going to help you with that. And I want to encourage you to do that because you have this connection that resonates with the common folk. And as I told you, in this day and age, connecting to the people is most vital.
Yeah, that engagement.
That engagement, brother. So you got something there. I'm really proud of you, Munchie. You're really doing your big one.
I appreciate that for sure.
Yeah.
No.
I'm excited to see your journey and like where this all takes you. Don't forget about little old me when you get to the top.
Oh, no. That ain't
Nah,
never
nigga,
my
I
get
see
out.
your ass at the top. Hey.
No, for real, no. We gonna both be up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But tell everybody, because we about to see if we could catch Doughboy at Camel Toe show. He doing some stand-up. I wonder if Doughboy if I don't be able to make it, he said it's gonna be recorded. I want to know if Doughboy is really funny at stand-up, and I'm gonna react and give my honest opinion. So yeah.
I love that. Shout out Doughboy. Shout out Young Camel Toe. Those are my brothers. They are doing their big one. Doughboy, great new addition to No Jumper. Camel Toe's always up there doing his big one too. I'm proud of our guys too for getting out there, making content, doing their big one. And so it's going to be excited to see them.
Where everybody can find you.
You guys, you can find me weekends in Vegas on 103.1 The Hustle. I'm your entertainment host. You can find me weekdays on the No Jumper News. And then you can find me on Instagram across all social media platforms at Jess West Official. Again, this is Jessica West, Jess West, the voice of the West. And thank you, Munchies fans. It's been an honor.
Oh, yeah, man. I appreciate you. And y'all know, I want y'all to like, hype, subscribe, hit the notification bell, be aware every time I drop something. And thanks again for coming through.
I got you, brother.
And everybody stay dangerous, stay alive, stay woke. I'm out of here.
Swear to God, we going up like gas prices on Baytane. Tap in on tap out.
All right, keep it moving.
Let me tell you something about Munchie B, bro. That's on the damn music. Cub went to Washington homecoming and was in the stands and walked out that motherfucker and nothing happened to Cub.
What are you talking? We run LA. You sound like a rapper. We run LA. Man, shut up.
Cub was pulling up. Nigga, he was the only niggas coming through the hundreds. He was the only niggas coming through our stars.
Munchie B used to get wild before he lost his eyesight.
Oh, he played a lot of ball. He's definitely a general from over there, I can say that.
Wait, what?
What? Nigga, I ain't stuck.
Shout out to Inglewood.
Yeah, Inglewood.
That's my family.
Brothers.
Inglewood family was good. You know, if I'm in the gang, I'm in the Bloods. I'm a Inglewood family.
What you
The irony.
Yeah. No, I'm a blood, bro.
Oh, your blood?
Yeah, I'm from Inglewood.
Okay.
Munchie B left, he gonna play loco. Hey, Munchie B ain't doing family gangsters. Munchie B, I'm with all of them. I'm subscribing, watching all the niggas up there. Munchie B, what it do?